On this excited Friday night, I'm on patrol duty 'cause oh will I get fried. Looking here and there, the coast seems to be clear. Nothing strange or to be fair, or so that I have thought. Yet all the stuff that things are very as of now, I can hear you. Surely I hear you. If I have found you, then you wanna know. Even when your heart keep on beating stay. Hold on, baby, click, look like it's everything worth it. That paradise is a tempting only once you got it. All hell will break loose. Turn me into would you like to try a carrot?
Hey everybody, it's me, ya boy, and welcome to the first fucking episode of my podcast, labeled That D stands for The Hope After the Drama. This is a new series I'm going to be starting where I let victims of drama, strictly the main three dumbasses on the internet that we all love and hate, Frickstro, Zexio, and Noah DeRozier, come out and explain their side of the story. I, for one, have already kind of aired my frustrations, and I will be exposing it in my own time pretty soon. So, I am here with, I'm just going to say your YouTube name, OmniVampire, who is pinged in the stream title. And I'm going to basically give them a platform to where they can just, talk about it. I mean, I really have no questions to ask because, really, I don't know anything about her situation when it comes to Frickstro or Zexio. All I've seen is the evidence that I have been sent, and, yeah, it's not good for them. they kind of fucked themselves. So, you wanna let the people know your side of the situation?
Yeah, I'll go
Oh.
right ahead. So,
I'll mute.
to all those watching this stream, I met these guys around like 2022 whenever we were beefing with the same exact person who's also known for causing problems. I have a restraining order against them, so I'm not going to bring their name up because she can try to submit a counter protective order. And it won't end well for her since she's been harassing me nonstop ever since that order was put in effect. And she's also tried to recruit him against me as well. So my issue with, I'm gonna call him Petio. That's one of my nicknames for him. So Petio, or should I say Zexio, has been going around talking a bunch of shit, per se. He has made fake accounts of me, and he also is the leader of that Clay Party notorious YouTube hate group that has been exposed multiple times for going after kids, making kids cut themselves, and all kinds of other disgusting stuff, and their website was shut down by the FBI. He hangs out with well-known people from that group known as Foodist Pennywise, who says that he will steal people's CP, and he changed his about page afterwards, tried to hide it, but too late for him since I already have screenshots of the kind of creep he is. And because I decided to take legal action against an individual who they were also beefing with at the time for aggressively stalking me and trying to get my family killed by cops because they'd swatted our house saying that I killed someone when that never happened. And he has made deep fake AI voice shit on me. He has told a bunch of people to go kill themselves. So I decided to get other people's side of the story he was harassing as well. So whenever I got Shiro Coldkey's side of the story, it turns out that he was framed by that Marvin Moose militia guy, who turns out to be Zexio behind a soundboard. And that weirdo had admitted to R-wording his baby sister in that soundboard voice clip, from what I gather from looking at Sonika's side of the story. And because I decided to get other people's side of the story, he's decided to go about on his way to slander me and my friends, accusing me and my friends of abusing each other when that never happened. And I've known these people since I can remember being in elementary school. They've accused my friends of touching me inappropriately when that never happened. He's accused me of stabbing my animals to death when all of my animals are alive and well. And he also has had Clay Party threaten me and try to extort me for nude photos of myself and all kinds of other stuff. They've been obsessed with trying to push me to suicide. So yeah, Zexio's not an honest person. He's a manipulative, sociopathic narcissist. When he doesn't get his way, he will lie about other people and throw his friends under the bus that find out his true colors. And he had tried to turn a bunch of people against me for questioning other people and getting their side of the story. And last time I checked, I'm allowed to do my own research and collect both sides of the story. And he's a fucking liar. Don't trust this dude. He uses minors to harass people, which doesn't make him look good on his part. He's confessed to doing illegal stuff behind soundboard. He makes deep fake AI softwares on people. Stay away from this guy, and if you're a minor, call the cops or tell your parents, because he is a part of that group that's wanted by the FBI. And I've already sent Mr. Xavier here all the evidence needed to have this
Elo.
guy thrown behind bars. And that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, for today.
You mind if I go into some detail and give some context on shit? Cause I am hello guys. I am the guy that people they call Xavier Powell, and I just sit here exposing people for fun. Not really fun. I just do it because I wanted to keep the internet safe. But I can factually claim a lot of that, as I have evidence of mainly it being faked. Let me show my screen because I want you guys to see this. I showed a screenshot while she was explaining this stuff, and there is evidence of Zexio admitting that he does use a AI cloning software online to fake evidence. There is like evidence that he did fake, especially being this one claiming to be me. And how I notice it's not me is because I never had an account with this name on it at all. Never once I ever have this account name. And about Zexio telling people to kill themselves. You know how I know about that? Because I have Zexio. I asked Zexio straight to his face, do you think it's okay for to tell a mentally disabled person to kill himself? While he explains, yes, he finds it entertaining and he finds it okay when it really isn't. And also, not to mention, in the collage screenshot I showed, being this one, he told me to kill myself countless times. He told me to hang myself. He told me to kill myself. I should just die. I have no meaning, serve zero purpose in this world. And it's at the same point that he says he does not support any form of harassment. everybody is considered innocent until proven guilty by the court of law, and he is just stating his opinions and not factual. But he mainly tries to claim it as it is factual, and the people are clearly quote-unquote criminals and groomers. If you look at his YouTube channel, which I will go ahead and show, because this is fucked. And how I know that, he has minors attacking him, people, is because his best friend Frickstro, or Looney, who he has helped, or he has helped him expose or attack people, is a 15-year-old. And there is a server that he has dedicated to me, which Zexio has minors in. He has Frickstro in there and a bunch of other minors that have my nude photos that I send to partners that have legally consented to receiving those photos. And he has a bunch of minors in there, visible to see all of those photos. So not only is he harassing people, claiming that I'm a creep and a criminal, claiming that Omni's a pedophile and a creep and a pathetic piece of shit, and many others too. Nico, Fluffy, Zomni, a lot of us. But there's also evidence on him being a creep that I do have saved in a folder, and I will be making a police report and sending to the proper authorities in due time when the time is right. But I just wanted to come on here and say this, as we have proof of him doxing. This thumbnail in a video that somebody uploaded is good enough. The thumbnail is kind of enough evidence to prove that. We have evidence of him telling people to kill himself. We even have a screenshot of him bragging that he wanted Autumn Parrish to die of a seizure. And we even have a screenshot of Zexo saying that he will rape fucking Omni, and that he never liked her. So we got quite a lot on Zexio, and again, I will be going further into it when I do my Zexio exposed video. But Zexio is somebody who should not be trusted and should not be taken seriously as a professional author of like criticism or exposing somebody, because of the fact that we have him and his associates blatantly admitting to faking and folderizing evidence. As Omni did show me, and she can back me up when I say this, there are evidence that have been shown and what parts of it have been proven as faked. There has been evidence shown that it has been faked and manipulated to try and use against people. And there even is proof that Zexio admits that Sonica is not a pedophile, but is publicly stating that she is a pedophile. Kind of contradicting his claims and contradicting himself in that regard.
Yeah, he can't keep switching between one thing right after another. He's got to make a choice. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Because we all know the truth that she isn't one. And let's not forget, there's also screenshots of his behavior being similar to Marty Moose militias.
And there was also the screenshot you sent me of him saying that he's going to bust and rape you and shit like that, right? And he claims, and he re-uploads the same image, right? Because the original one, he had his old PFP, the one with his Z logo on it. But then when he re-uploaded it onto YouTube, trying to deny your claim, it has his new profile photo on it, which
he changes his profile picture more than a girl changes their period pads.
And I will be honest, I know I went by a lot of name changes because of their harassment, but bro changed his profile photo each time that a severe allegation has been exposed about him.
Yeah, and there's also like audit logs in Dee Dee's server to confirm it. Even though Dee Dee and I are not friends anymore, you'll see the bot log saying that someone's updated their profile picture.
Yeah, and I don't talk to Dee Dee. I fucking despise the dude, but he's gonna get what probably is gonna come to him eventually. But regardless, that's a different topic for another day. And another thing I want to mention is about Frixtro being loony, 15-year-old that Zexio has dick riding him in trying to help him, in trying to quote expose me, Omni, and all of us, and dick riding hell as Zexio, because this is something that I couldn't seem to grasp. If you go to Frixtro's channel, you could see, and he just made a comment saying that we're live. So I know Frixtro's watching, so I'm just gonna clip that for good measure. But the funny part is, right, you can see that he's friends with Spring Boy, right? Spring Boy, the same guy that he called Spring Nonce. Like, not even a few days ago. Like, a week ago.
And let's
He's
not
going at
forget,
their...
let's not forget Frixtro said he would fake evidence against Dee Dee as well.
Yeah, and there's also evidence I got from Haley proving that Frixtro does this for attention, because he's in the server and Haley confronted Frixtro about leaving the server because of the pornographic images that Zexio has in there of me. And Looney's a minor, and and he's below the age consent, kind of proving that Zexio is breaking a law. Also, not to mention, revenge porn, which is the means that Zexio and Looney have my news in that server being leaked, actually considers as revenge porn, and it is illegal in the UK, and is jailable up to 3 years for both of them, despite their age. It is a class 4 felony.
That's disgusting.
So them keeping my nudes in that server is technically considered revenge porn, and trying to leak and spread it across the internet. So they are both breaking a federal law. But right here, you can see 7 days ago, very hypocritical of you to say Spring Nonce, being the Spring Boy that he is up here, claiming that he's a pedophile. But 2 days later, they're supposedly friends?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
So the switch up from calling somebody a pedophile to being their best friend is crazy in 2 days. So that kind of proves that Frixtro doesn't care for what's right about any capacity. He just wants he only switch up his faith to whatever benefits him. And now I want to make another clear instance of a point here, right? Because
Also, let's not forget the fact that he tried to have people on his server at one point exploit Cesar Torres, a minor, for NSFW pictures of himself. And he also added me and Caesar to a group DM trying to harass us both while making swatting threats and stuff. And at the same time, he had also sent a minor's NSFW stuff. I didn't open it. I just straight up reported it, but they claimed the person was a minor, so that's why I also reported it. And it was disgusting that they think that stuff is okay to send.
So I hate to cut you off. If you look at the chat, you can kind of see. I'm gonna fucking hide it from the channel because they're not welcome here. Fucking Frixtro just typed in the chat, "Thanks for the shout out," and so did Spring Boy. So kind of proving they just swapped. Frixtro swapped his his whole identity from attacking Spring Boy as a pedophile to being his best friend for clout. This just proved my point. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that's just proof that they're more dishonest the more they try to attack us at this point.
And all they want is attention and clout.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he's also banned evading on his second account since he was terminated on his first, so...
And I can actually prove that right now. So, if you go to his second channel, right, and you just go here, you type out Frixtro's back, you just type out is back to Frixtro. What is it? Oh, you can't find his page. Why? It's because he got terminated. So if I go to a
Yeah,
comment,
we should
Frickstro,
report him for ban
yeah,
evasion.
and why his channel was terminated is because he violated the TOS of YouTube. He violated YouTube's terms of service. That's why he got fucking terminated off of YouTube. And he's ban evading on his second account. Kind of crazy that bro basically got banned for breaking TOS and is now trying to ban evade on a second channel that he had as a backup.
And keep in mind, YouTube clearly states that if you're on another account that you've already been kicked off, it is highly against our terms of service and you'll be kicked again.
And if you're like banned falsely by like false community guideline strikes, then that's not really a real termination. If YouTube bans them yourself, then that's a termination. It only counts if you're terminated by YouTube, and he got banned for violating YouTube's terms of service. So, well, my other channel, I know people could try and say the same about me, that I got banned for a genuine reason, because my Intake Vising channel was banned for sex and nudity, when in reality it was a false takedown, like a false mass flagging from Nico back when me and him had beef. So, and Nico already apologized and said he would take it down if he could, but he was unable to due to the fact that YouTube would not remove the things, and it was not possible for him to remove the strikes.
And also because the fact that these guys are a part of that YouTube hate group, YouTube Troll Police, I think it would be a good idea to get these people kicked off for like enticing targeted harassment against people, because they also lied about Maya Glace teacup.
Yeah, and I want to show this real quick. I hate to keep cutting you off, but so you want to see how Frickstro switched up on me, right? You see how he said he was, and this is him typing in my chat, being friendly with me, right? And this was on a Noah DeRozier exposed stream. You could see, bro was on my side trying to help me destroy Noah DeRozier. So he was perfectly okay with me being my friend when I was destroying Noah DeRozier, right? But now since Noah DeRozier's been dealt with, and he can no longer get my help to get clout off of that, what did he go and do? He went right back to trying to harass me and trying to ruin my name for some reason. So he went from being the #1 dick writer on my name to now trying to expose me. Kind of crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah,
it
that's really weird.
really shows that clout chasing name of yours really goes hard, I swear. It's crazy. Well, yeah, it seems to be that, yeah, Looney had a big switch up as now his best friend's a fucking Spring Boy. Crazy, ain't it? So, we just basically got proof in confirmation in real time that Looney switches up for who he's friends with for clout and entertainment.
And you wanna know something else? His friend Petio also files fraudulent copyright strikes on anyone who calls him out.
And we do have proof of that.
Kind of like Purple Yinba, the false furry copyright striker.
I know I'm observing. Do you do research before going at people? Because I'm not setting somebody who exposes for fun. Confirm that Exodus have minors in his server. He is not a penal hunter, he's a fraud. But I said, bro. But yeah, that's kind of just, yeah, but I'm gonna explain this because you know, they just said if I do my research. Yeah, I research my topics before I expose people. Hence my, you know, commentary video or my debunk video. I did the research before I made that entire video. But it's just, at this point, it's just crazy. But You got anything else you want to add to this?
Oh yeah, and also that guy had also tried to have Clay Party impersonate me as well, and there's still an impersonation channel up on YouTube using my old dead name and profile picture.
And as they also have a channel on YouTube going by my old YouTube name that I no longer go by because of the false strikes. And it's the channel called Antigvising the Gooning Gamer. Or the gaming. Antigvising the Gaming Gooner. My bad. But that's the channel they made about me to try and expose me in my streams using my old profile photo that I used to use and stole my old channel name trying to go against me.
Yeah,
So,
them impersonating people doesn't really help their credibility one bit.
yeah, they go up, they use other people's names to try and impersonate them. I know, I will be honest, I can't really talk. I made a channel called Paddle Groomer Tunes to fuck with Noah. But I mean, dude's actually being confirmed to be a pedophile, so that's why I don't really think it should really care if I could do that with Noah. But at the same time, all Frickstro and Zexio ever done is just ruin their image any more than they already have. And really, all they're doing is digging themselves deeper and ruining all of their credibility. Because I made my debunk video, like, I think it was a few days ago. And when I did that, right? No, let me see. Yeah, 4 days ago. Zexio made a post right after, like, right before I made that video. 4 days ago, made my debunk video. And what's crazier about it is bro hasn't said anything since then. Bro hasn't said anything since my debunk video. This was before my debunk video, for context. Because I made a mention of this, trying to, picking this apart and tearing this apart, exposing what is fake in this post. In my video. And then I released this soon after, and bro hasn't even responded. It's almost like he's trying to make up more lies. In trying to figure out another half-ass lie and another half-ass allegation, because every allegation they had about me, right, was because of Noah DeRozier. Because Noah
And
started
every
the whole
allegation
thing.
they have about me is because of that chick that I have a protective order against.
Yeah, so, and since they're being hardcore exposed, it also is fucking them over because they're running out of ideas to talk about me with. And since I already kind of debunked everything they said about me, Noah kind of can't talk shit, Zexio kind of can't talk shit, and Frickstro can't talk shit. Because this just proves the big fucking switch up. Because you could see Frickstro in the chat in the stream. Frickstro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 comments in the first 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Trying to help me destroy Noah. And now, as of all of a sudden, bro made the biggest switch up and is trying to now cancel me because he doesn't like me. So,
And how I found out that they were lying to my face about Shiro Cold Keys in them is because they started getting super defensive whenever I questioned why is Marty Moose, admitting to framing Shiro and his girlfriend, Akina.
yeah. And also, not to mention, Frickstro made another post about me thinking that I am the mysterious podcaster. I hate to cut you off, but I'm going to say this. No, this is not me. But if you look hard enough, you might find out who it is. But it isn't me. Fucking idiot. But
Yeah, they falsely accused my other friend of being my alt whenever our voices are not the same.
they always think it's me behind an account, like an alt account that's exposing them, because they know I'm the most imminent when it comes to exposing them because I keep all the evidence and all of the receipts. I keep everything on them. And I don't really take too kindly to drama. So I expose what needs to be exposed when it needs to be exposed. So another thing, right? If you look at Frickshow's channel, there's also a Spring Boy podcast where they were exposing, well, he was exposing fucking them. And you could see he face revealed. Oh boy, he actually did the face reveal in a fucking podcast where they fought against each other, starting drama. So it went from them going back and forth exposing each other to the biggest switch up of the century. Oh well. So not only did fucking, Zexio get exposed as a criminal and a creep, and he's going to be exposed in due time. But not only is he harassing and falsing information on people, he's also having his best friend Frickstro, have the biggest switch up and switching up on anybody. And see, another switch up. So this confirms Frickstro is not trustworthy. Zexio, not trustworthy. And Noah DeRozier is hella not fucking trustworthy. And apparently, if anybody defends us, we're called a pedophile. That's crazy. So, I hope you guys learned something from, Omni's story here. And just learn who and why you don't trust everything you see on the internet. Because not everything is out how it seems to be.
Yeah, and I'm currently searching for a lawyer within their country since my government says I have to hire one from the UK. I'm planning on suing these motherfuckers for slander. And so is my friend that he's accused of abusing me or whatever. That never happened.
Yep.
We've known each other since elementary school. That never fucking happened. And they're pretty much pedophiles for sexualizing me with my friends in that way when it never happened.
Yeah, and also, not to mention, we do have screenshots of Zexio on Instagram asking a minor against her consent for nudes. And trying to pressure that into that. So, literally,
disgusting.
At this point, they're only digging themselves deeper, and they're only going to eventually mess everything up. They're really not going far, because at this point, they're trying to bring out half-assed apologies.
Also, with his recent confession to having to attempt to have me dox as proof that he's Mela.
Oh boy.
He literally openly confessed to it, and that's the same exact guy who is a part of Clay.
That's crazy, man. And also, I just found more of the switch up, because remember how I said that they went from friends to enemies? If you look at their Spring Boy's community posts, you can see the last few weeks, within the last 2 weeks, it's just been him and Looney going at it before his channel got terminated for breaking terms of service. And I will gladly show it on stream, because I'll show where it starts to where it ends with the switch up. So you can see right here, this is where it starts 13 days ago, with them going after Frickstro going after Spring Boy.
And watch them delete their post to try and cover it up.
Yep, and they're going to probably end up deleting it after I just mentioned this. As you can see, Frickstro going after Spring Boy. Them going after Spring Boy. I already screenshotted every one of them, so if they delete it, it wouldn't fucking matter. Because I already got it all screenshotted. Going after Frickstro, going after Spring Boy. Well, Spring Boy going after Frickstro. Them going after Frickstro. Them going after Frickstro. Going after Frickstro. And showing proof that they're doing this for clout. Another post about Frickstro. A response to Frickstro. Them calling each other out. And then, you know, so that was like, what, 11 days ago? Come up a few days later. Would you look at that? 5 days ago. Best friend of Frickstro. Friends with Frickstro. Friends with Frickstro. Friends with Frickstro. Frickstro. Holy shit. The glazing, the dick riding is crazy, man. Like, you can see pretty much how they were going at each other to now glazing the fuck out of each other. So, seriously, this is who you trust for drama? Somebody who calls somebody a pedophile and then switches it up as their best friends. That's kind of wild, man. So, I figured I'd show that for the public to see. To know that we're not really fucking around when it comes to this. We're just explaining what the fuck's happening. And why they're complaining at us going at them is because they're defensive that they're getting called out and caught for their actions. So...
Yeah, and he's also hired Xavier Dilworth to slander me, and Xavier Dilworth has also openly admitted it.
Yeah, and this is who they're willingly... And this is what they're doing. They harass each other, and then once they give in and get what they want out of the person, and no longer getting clout, they move on to somebody else. And they try to befriend them to get evidence to try and fuck them over later. And it's
Yeah,
just,
that's not how exposing people works.
that's also why I'm remaking my exposed videos on them, because at this point they are only doing this shit for clout and clicks, faking evidence for clout, not realizing that Zexio already technically admitted he's not a researcher, he's a YouTuber. While I actually do the research, and I will show this, because there's a server that I know of that has my nudes in it. And literally saving and planning on using that as like evidence or something, or just saving it, trying to going to leak it later as like, you know, for revenge, is revenge porn. And I want to show this. Is revenge porn legal in the UK? Question mark. I just fucked that, but nope. It is an offense to share sexual content without consent. So, yep, I will show this right here. You see where it says right here? Revenge porn, which involves sharing intimate images of someone without their consent, is illegal. So so what's in their server is against actual law. And literally, it's funny because that's what they're doing. Those found guilty, it can be sentenced up to 2 years in prison and a fine. And there's an entire server of them having my nudes in a server. The law regarding revenge porn is contained within Section 33 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act of 2015. So, that entire exposed server they have on me is basically a walking crime for not just the adults, but for all the minors in there as well.
Yeah, on that server, theirs needs to be reported.
Yeah, so if
and
anybody's
removed for
in that
following
server, they can
TOS.
physically report that server and actually have it banned, deleted, because it's literally in a federal law, as it's breaking federal laws. And my dogs are going ape shit. So, but yeah, we've pretty much exposed them on everything so far. We've called out the hypocrisies. We've called out their cloud chasing methods. We even showed how Zexiel told people to kill themselves just because he got exposed. And even not to mention, we even got Frixro admitting, we're gonna be famous. He's making a video about us. Oh, we're gonna be famous. Yeah, when he proving that he's doing it for clout. So, whatever you see about Frixro or any of us trying to expose us, just remember, Frixro is a clout chaser who will switch up their story just for clout. And Zexiel is somebody who will fake evidence against you if he does not like you in the slightest. So like, I'm going to show this side by side because I want the world to see this. Because it's sad. It really is. Because, you know, Looney is a child, right? He's like 15. He has a chance to turn his life around. But no. This is who he decides to hang out with. Zexio, a guy who has admitted to faking evidence, and Looney proving that he's a clout chaser. So chat, is this really who you want to believe for like drama and allegations? Somebody who basically blatantly flat out admitted to faking evidence, and it's somebody who's basically clearly doing this for attention and clout, going along with the lies that he's told and bringing out to the internet just to get attention. If this is who you want to believe in, I'm not saying you can't, but you're basically getting false information. And we don't allow Flirkstro Glazers in the chat, so you can get out of here. I just screenshot what bro said. Get him out. We don't allow Flirkstro Glazers in here. Because it's clear. So, Omni has officially came out with her story. Is there anything you want to add to this situation?
Yeah. I'm gonna get people to report the impersonating accounts that they have made on me and have them removed.
Alright. Well, chat, if that's it from her, and that's it from me, because I basically have nothing more left to show or even go off of. The rest of what I have to say about them will be basically expressed in the video when I make it, and I will be continuing to update you all on the on my community posts about further updates about the situation, because I don't want Omni or any of her friends to get involved with exposing them. I will handle the exposed portion. If they want to go and do the legal precautions, I'll leave that to them. But I will gladly handle exposing them, as I believe I am somewhat understanding of how to expose a proper way. Not saying you don't know how to do that. No offense when I say that. Nothing against it. I just want to expose them because I know they don't want to be a part of drama. So I'm going to let them come in my podcast one after another, explain their side, explain their story, and then, you know, let their drama die. Let them rest, let them have peace, and hopefully they can calm down and, you know, live their life normally. Because I know they've had it rough, they've had a hard time, and I want them to have it easy. I want them to, you know, be able to sit back, relax, and rest. and not have to worry about, oh, is Frickstro going to attack me today? What am I going to have to wake up to? Am I going to wake up to harassment? Now, I want to try and end the harassment. I want to try and physically make this a safe place. As to make this safer for everyone, we need Frickstro, we need Zexio, we need Noah, we need every one of those who are involved with the Clay Party, from what I hear, and everybody who is associated with Zexio and Frickstro and Noah off the internet. More or less Zexio and Looney out of anybody.
Agreed.
Because once the leaders go down, the rest will start scrambling around trying to find a way to, you know, get their stuff right and get some fake evidence out there. But anyways, chat, thank you for coming. Omni, thank you for taking time out of your day to, you know, sit on the podcast and talk about this.
No problem. I'm sick of these pieces of shit spreading lies.
And we all are. We all are. So you're not alone on that one. Chat, thank you guys for coming out. I have been your boy, Akatori, or Xavier, whatever you want to call me. I will probably be going live later tonight or tomorrow on my main channel, playing some Call of Duty. If you guys want to check out more of what I do, check it out. If you want to go check out the OmniVampire, I pinged her channel in the title of the stream. If you want to see her channel's content for yourself, go right ahead. Do not send hate to anybody that we are exposing, as that will not do anybody any good. It will only make situations worse. With that, I have been your boy, and I am out. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. You're